closer to me so I can actually reach everything I need. I think the audio should be working. Do let me know if it's not though. Haven't been able to change the time yet, so we are 15 minutes behind the usual clock. Might as well start putting up the game. What's this? There we go. Hoping to be able to get through most of episode 6 today. I ended up starting a lot later than I intended to because there was so much going on at home. But everyone is gone now, so it should be fine. I do wish I had a way of getting the microphone closer to my face, but that will have to do, unfortunately. Let's see. I'm just gonna give it a minute or two, see if someone else wants to join, as usual. Come on, let's start playing the intro movie already. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to finish this in one sitting, but I would rather not, just to be able to give the game the time it needs to finish, but I'm not sure. I don't think I'll be able to finish it today. I will have to wait and see, I guess. Let's give it 1 minute. Check really is to otherwise open the stream or someone have someone complaining on the chat, so I mean, the noise levels on Streamlabs looks fine. The little tapping makes the microphone go crazy, and unfortunately the music is as loud as usual. To interfere with the actual game music. Hopefully it's fine though, but I'll have to turn on the aircon in a minute because it's warm. This room gets a teeny bit warm. Apparently the game audio is a little loud. Hopefully it's fine now. Let's see if it changes, because since I had to lower the TV volume, I'm not sure if it's fine now. I use the usual business, just checking the audio. Should be fine now though. If it is too low, I can just amp it up a little bit. I don't know what's going on always with my streams, that the audio is never as it is in the previous instances, if you can call it that. So many cables all over the place, come on man. Alright, at least we have 2 people. Thank you so much for coming. I'm hoping it's not the last episode, but at the same time I'm gonna have a weird week coming up, so I would rather make sure that I have that out of the way. Yeah, it's been a good 5 minutes at least. I think we are ready to begin. If the audio is not nice or something goes wrong, just let me know in the chat. Just gonna make sure on Discord. The film's fine right now, but I can tell that the characters stop talking, that's true. Alright, hopefully it's not too low now. Yeah, thank you so much for coming to the stream today.
Sastena pura esteno. Pufta inamikar.
He works at the mine too. He says that one of his friends has also contracted stigma. Some victims were taken to the hospital. Many have already passed away.
It's worse than I imagined.
For a quick recap, even though it was 2 days ago that we last streamed, Caduceus has been sent to Coloruma, which is a pseudo-South American country responsible for producing the mineral or the metal that is used in a lot of pharmaceutical components, such as synthetic blood and a lot of general high-tech medicine inventions, let's call it. So just gonna check a minute. Alright, the audio is fine. Okay, I can continue talking then. So because the source of stigma, or the way that stigma works, depends on colurium, excuse me, we are going directly to the source of the metal extraction, which is Coloruma, to see if we can find more information about the creation of stigma here.
So the mine he's talking about, is it nearby?
Efterashan Estino?
Ton ponbuase.
He says it's about a 2-hour walk from here.
We suspect that there's a relationship between the mine and stigma.
I think that's a reasonable conclusion. But since so many of the villagers work at the mine, it'll be hard to prove it. So this is where the mine workers live.
Oh, Pepita, I've missed you. She's so cute. Honestly, the best character in the game.
It's a poor village, but things have gotten better since the mine was built. However, the villagers only receive a tiny fraction of the profits.
Who owns the mine?
The government.
Of course.
But they sold the mining rights to an international corporation, so a lot of foreigners come and go. It's also been the target of guerrilla attacks.
What about the victims of stigma?
Epi Kahini Trui Andaya?
Ado hipko and ansi.
He doesn't know the exact number, but there are more than a few.
Tell him to bring some of them to the Army's camp. We'll operate once we're through examining them. And also, tell them not to worry about the cost, because the president is doing good.
Hell yeah.
Doctor, we're done setting up the operating tent.
Thank you, Commander. What's the status of each patient, Marcus?
There are 3 who need to be opened up immediately. Let's do one right after the other.
So we're starting to do the consecutive operations now, which is when you know that things are going to start getting tricky.
Pepita, it's your job to guard the tent, okay?
I like how Elena has already warmed up to Pepita. She's so cute.
Maria, these are going to be intense operations. Will you be alright?
Yes, I'm feeling a little better now.
Watch carefully, okay? This is a complicated procedure that you'll need to learn.
I love this music. Alright, very small man. I can tell why though. Gabriel Mejia. 3 stigma patients require immediate attention. The procedures were performed in succession. Before I continue, I'm just going to be super duper right back. I'm not gonna take more than a minute. Hang on. I always seem to regret having an entire kettle of tea by myself.
Not bad for a makeshift operating room.
I don't foresee any problems with operating here.
Let's begin the conference at once. The results of the examinations indicate that these 3 people require immediate surgery.
This is why we get 10 minutes and why it's very important to concentrate in these operations, because if you take too long with one, the other 2, or the ones that are going to be following, is going to become exponentially harder.
Each of them has been infected with a different strain of
No,
stigma.
and this is bringing back a lot of memories of Trauma Center Second Opinion.
Hearing that stigma is spreading sends a chill down my spine.
This is a first. You'll have to perform 3 consecutive stigma operations. Do you remember how to deal with each strain, Doctor?
That's what we've got you for, Elena.
In that case, I'll do my best.
There's so much that I must learn in order to save my country and those suffering from disease. I can't miss a single detail.
She's so determined, it's really cute. Alright. I never end up using the healing touch anyway, so I just go with Doctor I like.
3 different strains. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Let's see how it goes then.
Three stigma patients in a row. This is gonna be a crash course in stigma treatment, Maria.
It's not gonna be easy for us either, but we need to give it all we've got.
Okay, let's begin operating on the first patient. This strain of stigma is Soma.
Soma, it's a cloud, I believe, yeah.
We begin by draining the cellular tissue around the main section, right?
The core is exposed. Use the laser on it.
Good job.
The laser is working.
It's a good start. Let me know if the buzzing of the Wii remote bothers you though.
It's split up.
Let's get this done. 1, 2, and 3.
Just a little more.
We can do it! We're just 1 minute down. Let's get this one out of the way first. There. Should do it. 1, 2, and 3. God, my hand is going numb from the buzzing.
The first patient has been treated. Let's move on to the next patient.
I haven't made any mistakes yet. It's a good 50 chain. I wish I could keep it up on all the rhythm games.
We're going faster than we planned. Amazing.
Alright.
Move on to the second patient.
Right.
The stigma is breaking.
Alright. It's easy.
We'll need to extract the tissue at the tips of the arms. Get Robert's new serum ready.
If we crush the grapplers with the forceps, the toxins will be slowed.
Some usual business. Thankfully, Brachion is very easy to deal with. And let's just stop these little fairy lights from doing any more damage. Trying not to break my chain too.
Extraction complete. The grapplers have grown back. Remove the tips.
1, 2. Ah, these are a lot faster. Gotta make sure that I don't forget to press the little thingies. Don't want to get cocky either. Oh god. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's start with a little syringe. 1. Another one down. I cannot remember. Ah! Crikey! Oh well. There goes my combo, I guess. here. Just hurry it up. Oh, my combo, come on!
Let's extract them as many times as we need.
I'm so upset now. Oh well. I was like, oh hell yeah! Getting myself a full combo on this one. And I did bad. Obsession with combos lately because I've been playing a lot of rhythm games. And most notably Project Diva on the Switch, and shit, hang on, I'll concentrate on this instead of talking about my bad rhythm game habits. There we go. And I've been trying to full combo a particularly hard song, which is around 800 notes long. It's Unhappy Refrain from Wawaka. And I always seem to make just one tiny mistake that screws up my entire combo. And it makes me so mad because I'm like,
Incredible. We're working much more quickly than anticipated.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you for interrupting my story. And I always seem to get like 700 note
Third type
combos.
is ops. This is our last
Alright,
patient.
cool.
Well, at least we have something
But
with
then,
microphone
because of
shouting
like a
at us
stupid
today,
mistake,
we'll be able to focus.
because of a stupid mistake, I'll just screw up and not do well.
Confirming the presence of ops. Use the laser on the core. Drain the discharged material. We're almost done. Use the laser on a large discharge. The tissue has formed a tumor. Burn it with a laser. The core is about to split.
Whoa!
The tumor burst.
Alright, hang on, I need to concentrate for a second. Please? Thank you. No!
Vitals are dropping?
Alright, calm down. It's fine, it's fine. No, 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 no!
Tumors bursting.
No!
To the core's activation. Be careful.
Ah!
Nearest hospital. We need to hand the patients over to them.
For Dr. Vaughn and Dr. Blaylock, two gifted doctors who strove for perfection.
See, this is what I'm talking about. If I'm not concentrating, everything will just go south so quickly. Ah, I was so close. Oh my god. Alright, I just need to breathe for a second.
The pain of their mistake was too much. Without it, they both left.
Okay, it's fine. I was doing perfectly fine before that. I just need to keep going. Just gonna skip the dialogue and just go straight to the point. Alright. Part 2, and of course there's gonna be... It's these little tumors that always throw me off. It's good though that the tools for draining and lasering are so close together. Like, it's not even unfair, it's just me being stupid, so I'm not even mad, I'm more like embarrassed. Oh, it's good to know. Alright. My combo isn't as good as it was before, but I'll take it. Let's just choose him up. And let's go. One, two, and three. There we go. Alright. Let's just keep going. Do not. I will finish this operation no matter what it takes. Just one more. I'm fine, I'm fine. Let's do it one more time then. God, I'm shaking now. This is the worst. I'm not even in a very comfortable position either. Nope. Oh, that was close. To be able to reach the microphone and be able to play properly. So that's on me. There we go. Still got a sweet chain. Nah, never mind. See, this is what I get for talking. I'm like, hell yeah, good chain. And then they fuck off. Alright, let's do this then.
Confirming the presence of ops. Use the laser on the core. Drain the discharged material. We're almost done. Use the laser on a large discharge. The tissue has formed a tumor. Burn it with a laser.
Excuse me. Don't.
The tumor burst. Vitals are dropping. The core split. Hurry and incinerate them both. Extra careful around the core.
Shit. Don't! No!
Laser dropping is linked to the core's activation. Be careful.
Don't!
One of the cores has disappeared. Just a little more.
Don't. There we go.
The third defeated.
Alright. Very close to not doing well.
Continuous operations on Stigma. But we can't relax yet. Close up the last patient. I can't believe we finished so fast. You really are amazing.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you very
I
much.
hope that our operations today will lead to the advancement of medicine in this country.
Oh
Don't
god.
worry, I'm sure they will.
That was so bad. I almost lost a patient for a second. It's very, very important to keep the vitals up. Probably could have done better, but I'm not very good at ops, unfortunately.
Well, Maria, think you can remember all that?
I've memorized the steps, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to perform the operation.
What's most important is for you to discover your own talents. Don't put so much pressure on yourself that you have a nervous breakdown.
I feel that.
You know, there's one thing that's been bothering me.
What's that?
Why was the outbreak here so sudden? If it had something to do with Colurium, then it should have happened sooner.
Maybe it was orchestrated.
I just don't get it. Why now? Anyway, we need to have a look at that mine. Let's go talk to the commander.
I'm not fond at all of that, like 3 operations in a row. But we did it. That's what matters. I think I know what's going to happen. So if it is what I think it is, what's going to happen now? I think it is what is going to happen now, like upcoming. I will issue a trigger warning just in case.
He says he'd be glad to tell us the way to the mine. He also says thank you for saving the villagers.
That's nice to hear. But tell him that we still have a ways to go before stigma can be prevented.
My men and I will escort you there, but it's a dangerous area. We should avoid staying there too long.
There's no reason to worry. We have Pepita with us, remember? Besides, it's pretty important.
She's so cute. I know I say it every single time Pepita appears on screen, but she's so cute.
Oh, Toftori Pasami ka?
He says that since we have a dog, this might help. It's a towel used by one of the mine workers. Ah, this'll keep us on the right track.
Alright, so it is the episode I think it is. I would like, even though it's a bit of a spoiler of what's coming up, I would like to mention that there is going to be... Pepita is going to get shot. She is going to get hurt. So if you do not like animals getting hurt or you get triggered by that, please proceed with caution.
What is it, Pepita? Is something out there?
Let her be. She's probably just barking at shadows. But I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed. I wasn't expecting this mine to look so ordinary.
According to Robert, this is the world's only deposit where special microorganisms live in the ore. He also told me that its formation has something to do with bionic alloying.
Let's bring a sample back with us, even though we already have some of the imported metal. Valerie, do you think that the stigma here occurred naturally?
This is a unique environment, although the ore was here in the past. Regardless, stigma is a bizarre organism. My guess is that it was intentionally introduced to the area.
I have that theory as well. I don't think that it originated. I think it is a 100% human creation.
But for what reason?
Well,
Remember what that bastard Kidman said? Stigma would be the ultimate weapon there. What if this place was targeted?
the mine?
Yeah, considering the amount of profit it generates, it wouldn't be surprising if they showed up here. Besides, this is the perfect place to test stigma.
You're suggesting that Kidman's involved somehow?
Pepita?
Pepita, no!
We're under attack! Return fire! I don't see them anywhere!
Pepita tried to protect us and...
No, Pepita, stay back.
Isn't there anything you can do for her, Doctor?
There might be... I think there is actual blood in the picture. I can't see it clearly, but please do make sure you do take care in these situations. If these things trigger you, like animals getting hurt.
She'll go into shock and die at this rate. We have no choice.
Well, we're not vets, but we gotta give it a shot.
It's all right, Pepita. We'll save you.
Now, this is one of the weirdest operations you get to perform in this game, and it is saving Pepita. So, Doberman suffering from gunshot wounds and abdominal hemorrhaging. Extraction of the pets and resuscitation are necessary. Poor Pepita just wanted to help us. This is so unfair.
Let's stay calm and talk this through. Multiple pellets have struck her abdomen. We've seen this before.
It's a shotgun wound. Looks like she was shot from a distance, though.
None of the pellets went all the way through, so they must be embedded inside her. Our goal, then, is to extract the pellets, but have either of you operated on a dog before?
Remember when we came back from Pennsylvania, I think it was, from visiting Val's ex who became a vet?
Never in my life. But it can't be all that different.
Let's remove as many pellets as possible without opening her up, and then suture the wounds.
Got it. I'll do my best to help. Please save her.
See, this is where the foreshadowing in this game is so amazing. Like, in Chapter 2 you don't imagine that the plot point of having to watch a dog being, like the whole issue of Val's ex being a vet and everything, you don't think it comes into anything more than just a plot, like just a funny thing. But it is good foreshadowing what is to come in some way, even if it's like thousands of kilometers away.
I'll do what I can.
Let's see if we can save her.
No! She's going into cardiac arrest!
Get out the defibrillator.
But it's designed for humans!
We've got no choice. Just lower the voltage.
Here you go. You know what to do.
I've lowered the
Whoops!
This is
Excuse me.
straight up. We're not
There we go.
Yes! We have a pulse!
I am going to deactivate the sound effects because the defibrillator can be very annoying.
But there's hemorrhaging. We need to deal with that immediately.
Right, or she'll bleed to death. We'll need to take care of it as we remove the pellets.
Keep an eye on the electrocardiogram too. She may go into cardiac arrest again.
I see a pellet. Please extract it before the wound hemorrhages again. That takes care of this one. Please get started on the next. Something's wrong with her EKG. Be careful, Doctor.
Wait a second.
Phew. I was
That's
worried
fine.
there for a second.
I think she should be fine. Just gonna... It's important to make sure that she doesn't accidentally bleed to death. And here it comes! Here it comes!
Wait, but her vitals aren't stabilizing. There must be a...
There we
She's
go.
flatlining. Please use the defibrillator.
Whoop! Whoop!
Doctor, something's wrong. Keep...
There we go.
Her pulse is back. Let's continue the procedure. Now, we need to treat the wound.
If I'm not mistaken, there's also internal bleeding, so it's something to keep an eye out for. There's, okay, it's fine. Good. There we go. At least I didn't have to open her up. Wait! Oh, shit! Since I can't hear it, I cannot hear if she's about to go into cardiac arrest, which to me is still a very funny way, of course it's not funny, but interesting way of calling the way that the heart stops beating. There we go, that's fine. Come on, Pepita, you're being an amazing girl. Let's get the last one out. Oh shit. And god damn it. So close too. Come on.
No pulse yet, but your timing was
If we calm down, we can do this.
There we go. This is what rhythm games are for, babes. Making sure that you can actually hit the defibrillator. Jeez, she's bleeding all over the place. And here we go again, I guess. There we go. Come on, man. So close. And there's another blood pool in here. Just gonna get this up. Nope. Come on. We're also running out of time. I think there's another one here.
We've removed
All
all the
right.
pellets. I don't see any other external injuries.
Ida says, I like how Pepita... Hang on, I'm gonna get the mic a little closer so I can talk. I like how Pepita looks like how Dobermans are supposed to look like. No docked ears or tail. It is true, that's something I noticed this particular playthrough, that Pepita doesn't have the cut off ears that they do to Dobermans to make them look more tough, but she actually looks how she's supposed to look like. And in some way, I think she's a lot cuter that way. That's something I actually learned later on from being for so long with you, Ida. By the way, thank you so much for joining the stream!
Let's get her back to camp.
And there we go.
Cardiac arrest?
Come on, man! Thought we were done. And
We have a pulse. Looks like we bought ourselves a little more time.
Let's get back to camp and leave the rest to the pro.
Good job. I don't think we could have done anything more. You're gonna be all right, Pepita.
let's turn the sound effects on again.
I wonder if she has any idea at all what we're saying.
I do think she feels the gratitude.
I'm sure she knows we mean well.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe so.
Still a bit of a bummer that they didn't really apply a shader to Pepita to make her look like an actual Doberman, like when you operate on her, but also I know that shaders and textures and everything are a nightmare in video games, so I cannot blame Atlus for that.
Don't move, Pepita.
Baby girl!
I'm glad it turned out okay.
This is Sergeant Major Lopez. What seems to be the problem? What? Regroup immediately! Doctors, we have a situation. We have to get back to camp immediately.
What's going on?
The guerrillas have attacked.
Oh no.
A battle's broken out.
Oh boy. The heat of battle. Oh boy.
Liberation. You are the true soldiers of this country.
He doesn't look so good though. What's going on with that weird thing around his eyes? He looks like he has too much makeup.
The Federal Army no longer upholds truth and justice. The rampant spread of bribery, corruption throughout the government cannot be tolerated. They sell our natural resources for their own personal gain. There is no time to waste. The good people of this country look to us to right these wrongs. The revolution shall arise from here, Vanadeo base. We shall rebuild Kularumba with our own hands.
Political conflict, man.
I'm sorry, but your visit must be cut short, doctors. This area has become a danger zone. The guerrillas have taken Wanadeo base. The government is launching a campaign to win it back.
There's a military base nearby?
Its existence has been kept confidential for strategic reasons. But according to our intelligence, Major General Ramirez has double-crossed us. Unbelievable! Our unit has been asked to join the mission the President has ordered.
Sounds like a war's about to erupt. What are we supposed to do?
Allow me to explain.
Mr. President,
We will be launching an assault on Wanadeo base momentarily. I would be most grateful if you could tend to any soldiers who are injured in the offensive.
It's not really their business as doctors to get involved in this military tactic.
We are short on medics, you see.
We didn't come here to get involved in military operations.
Exactly.
However, if we don't intervene, the guerrillas will attack the villagers. How can you recognize the threat of stigma and simply ignore the threat of the guerrillas? I represent the citizens of this country. If you continue to defy their will, I will have no choice but to imprison you under martial law.
Mr. President, you can't be serious. These three came here with the best intentions.
All right, we'll do as you ask.
Dr. Vaughn.
Are you sure, Marcus?
But we'll only do it on the following conditions. First, you agree to use the profits earned by the mine to help stigma patients.
Whoa.
That includes aiding the villagers. If you truly represent the will of the people, then that shouldn't be a problem. Secondly, you must transport all injured combatants, friend or foe, to us. We're not taking sides.
Very well. I accept your conditions. We're heading to Wanadeo.
progress report, sir. We penetrated the front gate, but we're sustaining casualties.
All right. Take the injured to the visiting doctors. What's the status of the enemy?
We estimate that they are few in numbers, sir. However, we have received some disturbing information. Apparently, there are some foreigners providing them with assistance.
Of course, because it's to their best interests, huh?
Who would do such a thing?
Arms dealers.
Well, at least they're not journalists. Let's proceed as planned.
Me too, Elena, me too.
This really is a war.
It's detestable. But I'm afraid it's a reality of the world we live in.
Doctor, the first aid tent is filling up with injured men.
Looks like the nightmare is only beginning. Come on, let's do what we can.
Oh boy, alright. So this is another bunch of operations in a row again, so... The first patient is Edgar Diaz. Patient has undergone cardiac arrest and is suffering from electrical burns on the upper half of his body. Other patients will follow.
We've gotten word that 5 patients are headed our
Oh
way.
my god. These are my least favorite operations. Oh god.
Poor really is hell, isn't it? What condition are they in?
The first patient has severe electrical burns on his upper body. He touched electrified barbed wire. Even worse, he's undergoing cardiac arrest from the shock.
There's no time to lose. What about the others?
We don't have any information yet.
We'll just have to deal with it. Come on.
Okay. I just need to mentally prepare myself for the fact that I have 2 minutes per operation. I mean, there's no other way out.
It's our responsibility as doctors to do whatever we can.
The difficulty spike this part of the game is hideous. Let's do our best.
Get the defibrillator ready. Hurry!
We'll begin treating his injuries as soon as we get a pulse.
The defibrillator is ready. Please begin.
All right, we have a pulse. Let's start treating these electrical burns. Prepare for skin transplant.
Inject the culture fluid into the right half of the patient's body to prepare skin for transplanting.
And it had to be a skin thingy, of course, which takes forever.
Please begin by either injecting the culture fluid or by treating the place of the skin graft before the area begins bleeding again.
No, this is the coolant.
Inject the coolant into the skin. Remove the portion of skin with a scalpel, and I'll keep it ready for transplanting.
Alright, I just need to concentrate for a minute.
Let's prepare a few more sheets of donor skin.
Another pool. There's still more.
The burns turned black. We can't take our time with this.
Please move on to the next burn area. Make sure it doesn't get any worse. The coolant's working. Quickly, remove the burned skin has been removed. Transferred.
There are still other areas that have turned black.
Gotta turn the sound effects off, just in case.
Another burn's gotten worse.
It was always a way of visually, not only like the colors of the coolant and the other one. Of course, they're not the same, but it's still a bit difficult to figure out which one does what. I guess I'm just stupid. Just gonna have to make up for the lost time in the next ones. Let's keep on going, even though I'm not doing well on time. It's fine. Just gotta keep on going, keep on going. Oh god, these just get so much worse. Oh, crikey. Oh god, no. Oh no, is the skin falling off now? Hang on. Alright, I gotta calm down. This is just a game. I'm doing as well as I can.
There's blood
There we
everywhere.
go.
We can only use unburned skin for donor tissue. Inject the fluid on the right half of his body.
Such bullshit. God, I've already used up 4 minutes.
We have to prepare another section of skin for grafting if you drop it.
Alright, that's done. It only took 5
Operation
minutes.
complete. The next patient is already waiting for us. Get
Oh my god.
How's the next patient?
He's taken gunshot hits from both a rifle and a shotgun.
Got it. We'll start by treating the external wounds.
There's a pellet. Drain the blood and quickly place a synthetic membrane over the wound.
Alright.
The blood is pooling again.
Whoops!
Please
Alright, I
drain it.
didn't think that would happen. That's on my bad.
More blood. Drain it, then treat the wound.
Come on, man. Don't have enough time time for this. Alright, there we go.
We're done out here, but there's still damage to the abdomen. We need to open him up and treat him.
Oh my god.
This is bad.
Let's use the magnification tool.
It looks like a rifle round.
This is only part of the bullet. The other piece seems to be lodged inside.
There's the rest of the round. Let's get it out of there.
It only takes a fraction of a second to shoot someone.
This particular gunshot wound has been treated. Move on to the other wounds. The pellet is visible again. It's lodged in... Now treat the wound made by the pellet.
Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm just concentrating. This is very stressful.
It's a shotgun pellet. Extract it before the blood gets in the way again.
Is there anything else going on? Oh my god, are you kidding me? It's not even visible!
That'll do it.
Please close the incision.
I'm not even gonna use the antibiotic gel, I do not have time.
That took a while. I'll call for backup.
God!
Message from headquarters. Our backup
That's good to hear. I just hope they make it in time.
Come on, who's the next patient?
doesn't say what happened, but he's taken a massive blow to the chest.
We're done treating the external, but I'm worried about his...
Let's see. What do we have inside? Oh my god. How is he breathing? How?
I've got a bad feeling about it.
Please close the wound and suture it. Suture the wound before it opens again.
This is the last of the debris embedded in his body. Let's move on and treat his other wounds.
Can I please close this?
That's all of the large left vitals aren't...
Let's look around with the magnification tool. There must be more wounds.
Do you mean here? Please?
Strange. His vitals aren't stabilizing.
Yeah, that's because he probably has internal bleeding. Knowing this game.
There must be something else we just haven't found yet.
How did this get here?
That shadow. Is there something inside?
It's a hemorrhage inside the lung.
Oh my god.
Please suture it.
There should be more.
Please? Aha, there we go. Huh, sneaky.
His vitals are stabilizing.
Please close him up.
There we go. This one's the nice one.
Cutting it pretty I hope that backup gets... This man's in critical condition. He's taken a heavy blow to his left...
This isn't good. His vital...
Broken bone and various external wounds. He seems to have internal injuries too. We have to open him up immediately. I'm worried about his internal organs.
Should've... Oh my god.
This is bad. First, we need...
Let's watch out for hemorrhaging.
This is just a repetition of previous operations too.
The spleen.
I know! Not good at this game.
spleen is in pretty severe condition. It's rupturing randomly.
Oh god, I'm not gonna have enough time. If I have to repeat all this, I will be very upset. Oh god, that's fine. It was the...
All the bone fragments have been collected.
Now that we've taken care of the wounds, we can reassemble the bone fragments.
Where the heck does this one go? It goes here, yeah. Alright. Well, I did as best as I could, but the skin drafts
It looks like our
one.
backups arrived. Let's leave the rest to them.
Ah, that's fine. At least I don't have to do it all over again. The skin drafts just took me too much time. But that's okay.
We've reformed the bone. Use the antibiotic gel to keep...
We're done here. Let's...
Please close the incision.
Maybe one day I'll get around doing it properly.
The team sent to help us has arrived. We were supposed to treat one more patient.
Oh well. Yeah, that was my bad. The skin thingy always takes me way too long. At least it doesn't penalize you from not doing well, like having one patient maybe remaining.
Report, sir. Juanadeo base is back in our hands. The guerrillas have surrendered and are disarming as ordered.
What about Ramirez?
He's nowhere to be found. He must have slipped away.
I'd say this one and the following operation are the two hardest ones in the entire game.
Don't let him escape. We must capture him and ascertain the truth. Calm the entire area until you find him.
Oh my god, that was so stressful. I honestly felt like I was about to just have a meltdown in the middle of it. The skin drafts one, like I had a lot of trouble with it in the when I did it in the I think it's the second chapter that they make you do it with Dr. Russo when he gets like super badly burnt, and I'm not good at it, and because of the time constraints, really using Marcus doesn't work, so you just have to be really good at it, and I'm not good at it, so I guess I'll just have to try it maybe another time. Maybe one day we can go back and see if I can do 5 operations in 10 minutes. I'm a bit embarrassed, but what can you do?
Make arrangements to transfer the guerrillas to the military police. Every soldier, except those on guard, should search for Ramirez and the other escapees. Pepita, we'll be counting on your nose.
Isn't she still hurt?
Now, find Ramirez.
She just had an operation. Don't make her go and search.
What a harrowing experience. But I guess the president succeeded in suppressing the guerrillas.
It's a high price to pay for peace. This isn't what we came here to do.
Dr. Vaughn, Dr. Blaylock, Elena, I want to thank you all. For what? For saving this village. You put your lives on the line, despite the risk involved. I also want to thank you for negotiating with the president.
You mean getting him to help the stigma victims? That was, well, kind of spur of the moment. Anyway, I'll leave it to you to make sure he keeps his promise.
I hope I'll be as good a doctor as each of you.
I'm sure you will.
Doctors, we have more patients.
Mr. President?
The former Major General is in our custody, but he's badly injured. We've also detained 2 foreigners. One is in critical condition, and the other is unconscious.
Oh god. Blood warning? Oh god.
Just kill me.
I want to hear everything you know about the guerrilla forces.
Like I tell you, I will be president someday.
He has an abdominal injury. Is it his liver? How ironic. First they want to kill him, and now they want us to save him.
If I wasn't the president, I might have killed him. But now, I must save him for the good of the people.
Are you sure it's for the good of the people, though? Everything that's going on?
Marcus, over here!
You? What the?
So he is behind everything!
Who the hell are you?
Kidman's crony.
Now I recognize you. I never expected to see you guys here.
What is he even doing wearing a suit in this heat?
So Kidman is behind the stigma
I
outbreak?
knew it.
It seems that way. But I still don't understand why they were cooperating with the guerrillas.
Money, probably.
They were probably after the mining rights to the Colurium.
He promised us world domination.
And you believed him? In 2020?
I guess I was a fool to believe.
Then does that mean this guy over here is Kidman?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
That won't be possible. He's already dead.
Of course.
All right, Val. Let's establish priority and begin the first operation.
They're both in critical condition. Severe external abdominal wounds. Is this ruptured? We may have to consider a transplant.
If that's the case, then let's be prepared for it. Elena, get the cross-match ready and bring Kidman's body into the room.
Alright, this is probably one of the worst operations from what I can remember. It's 2 in a row, which is fine, but you do have to transplant one liver from a person to another. And if I'm not mistaken, or if I remember correctly, that took a long time to do. This is another operation I need to, like, wrap my head around.
According to the results of the examination, both of the survivors show signs of severe liver damage, as we
I
anticipated.
forgot to read the operation briefing, I'm sorry.
Their livers are too far gone to be healed. Val, how are the cross-matching results?
Fortunately, the cross-matching was negative. The panel reactive antibody tests were clear too. So a transplant is possible in each case.
Then let's split up Kidman's liver between the two of them.
We're performing a liver transplant? Here?
I mean, might as well keep alive the 2 people that can probably help save all of this mess.
Why? Do you morally object to using an organ from someone who died in battle?
No, I understand, but
I'm afraid we don't have time to debate. Elena, ask the other team to extract the donor's liver. We'll perform both transplant operations.
Oh my god.
got it. Then please be ready.
Alright, I'm gonna just mark us just in case, but I don't think it will be
Let's
necessary.
begin the operation as soon as the liver's ready.
I mean, I never use a healing touch anyway, so...
We need to hurry. The patient's vitals are dangerously low.
Where's the liver to be transplanted?
I'll get it. This is the liver we'll use for the operation.
Alright.
I'll prepare the anastomosis constrictor we'll need for this operation.
Oh, this brings back a lot of memories.
The order in which we should connect the liver is vein, portal vein, artery, and bile duct.
Let's start by connecting the vein then.
The constrictor is
Blue
ready.
one,
The
then.
blue blood vessel is the vein. Make an incision in the vein. The vein's been constricted. Grasp the tube. Anastomosis
Oh my
on
god, are
veins.
you kidding me?
Please suture it and... Huh?
Really? Really? I'm gonna have a breakdown, I swear to god.
What? Why is there stigma here?
Don't tell me. One of them was infected?
We don't have time to ask questions.
The patient's vitals have increased a little. Next, inject the constrictor if the laser's working.
The portal vein is the yellow tube.
Keep burning it with the laser.
I guess I'll just have to deal with the portal vein is a red vein, so why? Did I miss something? God, it's so hard to hit these little fuckers. Oh my god, this is why it's so bad. So, which... like, it's... oh god, it's down here, okay. That's good, thank you game.
Now's our chance to make an incision and create an opening to connect the liver tube. Keep it from bleeding. Let's perform anastomosis on it. Inject the constrictor again, and then perform anastomosis.
Oh my god, hang on.
The constrictor's starting to wear off.
Let's suture it before the patient's vitals have recovered. The red blood vessel.
Stop!
Is mercury.
God, at least it doesn't like appear again, I guess? Or is it just like the first phase? This is what you get when you play with fire.
Another one
Oh
appeared.
my god. Alright, let's just continue with the transplant.
Please make an incision. Drain the blood. Perform the anastomosis
What in
before
the
it
world?
hemorrhages again. Drain the pools of blood. Anastomosis can't be performed when the blood is in the way.
The constrictor's about to wear off.
This behavior is different from the previous care we saw. Now suture it. Do it. The bile duct is the last. Tumors have
The bile duct is the green tube.
God, I really did not need the screams. Alright, this is gonna give me nightmares. Oh my god, there's tumors all over the place. Alright, maybe it was a bad idea to continue with the transplant. Stop, please.
Another care has
Oh
appeared.
my god.
This... They fuse together.
I know.
The care incineration is going smoothly.
Stop. I'm not gonna have enough time for this.
The care has disappeared. Please continue the
Alright.
transplant
I
operation.
might as well Okay. I'm going to start again because I lost 5 minutes and I was trying to figure out what I was doing. And I just want to finish this properly. So I'm just gonna turn off the dialogue. Alright, I guess that wasn't needed yet. I think it's best to just deal with these first and then just... Because if not, this... Yeah, side effects of Kyr, or Kyr, or however the hell you say it, are gonna be way worse and a lot tougher to deal with in the long run. No, this is a boss fight to remember. See, this is what I mean. If you're not careful, they'll start making those tumors. Alright, one. Just please. Stop. Alright. This is going a lot better this time around. Man, no wonder baby me hated this. This is 10 levels of bullshit. God, I really could have done without those screens, I swear to God. Alright, let's go with this one. Duck is the last one. The previous values have improved significantly. Which one's the Valve Duck? The green one. Thank you, Val. A little bit late, but I'll take it. Alright, now I just gotta get these things sorted. There we go.
patient will be transported to a safe
Alright,
location.
5 minutes and 22
Afraid of what might
seconds.
happen. We should move on to the next operation.
We're ready to go.
Get that liver ready. Let's begin. The anastomosis treatment is the same as before.
Just be careful that the blue blood vessel is the vein. Make an incision
it
that will
comes.
drain the blood and perform the neck bullet straight toward the incision and perform the anastomosis.
Can I? Why will it let me? Come on, man.
A blood pool has
I
formed.
know, but it won't let me pick the end of the vein.
The constrictor's starting to wear off.
Maybe it's because it's further down? I don't understand. It won't let me...
Pull it straight toward the incision.
There we go.
This can't be. It's stigma, and there's 2 of them.
It's not just care?
What a nightmare.
I agree, but we can't run away from this.
You're right. Bring out the Onyx serum. It'd be ironic that we'd be using it on...
Vitals have improved slightly. The portal vein is next.
The yellow tube is the portal vein.
Alright.
Onyx is attacking.
I know.
Find it with the ultrasound. We found the Onyx. Onyx has been exposed. Now's the serum is working. Onyx has gone into hiding.
I think it's best to just deal with Onyx from the very get-go. Try and see if I can...
It went into hiding again. One of the care has been incinerated.
Oh
This
no.
care is the type that creates tumors.
I know, I know. Oh god. Oh no. I mean, it's not like I was gonna win anyway, but...
Another care has appeared.
Oh god. Well,
Care have fused together.
see, this is why I used to play with my older sister, because it was way easier to have someone helping you out. And just kind of, oh no, here we go.
I've been able to contact Caduceus. We have to get them on a transport plane.
Okay.
For Dr. Vaughn and Dr. Blaylock, the without a, they both...
I think I can't do it today. I'm sorry. It's a bit too hard for me right now. And like, this operation was already hard when I was doing it with my sister helping me out, but doing it on my own is just way too difficult. It's too much to deal with, and I think I'm gonna give it another try, maybe tomorrow, when I know I have enough time to like deal with this slowly and everything. Maybe clearing my head will help me do this properly. Yeah, gonna try doing it tomorrow again then, but this is just gonna get harder and harder. This particular operation though is just very, very difficult, and I need to really prepare myself mentally for it, especially because the 2 previous operations were so hard by themselves. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here since it's my usual playing time, just an hour and 20 minutes. I feel a little bit embarrassed, but that's how things go, I guess. It's a shame that we didn't manage to get too far, but I just need to give this a try by myself, see if I can get it to work properly and like just finish it properly, because this operation is just absolute pure bullshit. Probably gonna have to think about how to deal with it properly, like step by step, know what I have to do first, and then probably have to deal with Onyx first, then care, and then do the transplant. It's very methodical. Doing it by my own is not very... It doesn't make things easier. I appreciate you who came here today to watch, and I'm sorry I didn't finish this operation. It was a little bit too hard for me in my current mental state. I appreciate your presence and your support. I hope you had fun nonetheless in this shorter stream. Like we didn't go through as much as the story. Like you can tell it's getting harder. I appreciate your presence and that you were here to keep me company during the stream. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to continue since it's Sunday. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And that you take care and that you please do not engage in any illegal activity that might have you